Hello and welcome to the CVCA Livestream coverage of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. Just getting started here on day number 3, working out some technical gremlins with the audio. You've got NDCL and Normandy playing in the first of multiple games that'll happen today. We're just underway in the first period, and Normandy leads this game 1-0. 2-0. They've just scored a second goal as we've just gotten online with the audio. So you've been watching the video. The Normandy Invaders up early 2-0 in the first period of this one. NDCL heads the other direction as the Lions looking for their first win. Shot is across the crease to the far side and sent back down low. Second shot saved by the goaltender Nicholson for the Invaders. Cycled back down low by Patrick O'Brien for NDCL. Normandy outlets to center ice. Dumps it in, but it's collected by one of the Invaders. Bodied off the puck was Joshua Hollabaugh by Dane Galgus. Both these teams looking for their first win of the tournament. NDCL's had the toughest road so far, having to face Amherst Steel and Kenston in the opening 2 rounds. The Invaders yesterday had a valiant effort against Amherst Steel, losing that game 8-5. It was 4-3 at the end of 2 periods when Dane Galgus, who has the puck right now, beat the buzzer at the end of the second period. But Amherst Steel was able to pull away in the third period. 7-5 late, and they got an empty net goal. Normandy's first game was against Kenston as well, and that game did not go so well. A 3-1 game at the end of the first period on Friday. Saw 5 goals scored by the Bombers as Galgus takes a shot there, and it's deflected all the way back out to center ice. So both these teams trying to salvage something from the Sunday session. Play will continue tomorrow. It's giveaway in front, a shot and a save by the goaltender for NDCL, Nate McClelland. As we're saying, both teams trying to salvage something today. Play will continue tomorrow, and the winner of this game will play in the third place game as a penalty is upcoming. NDCL will go down a man. Normandy will get a power play, a tripping call here, 5 minutes and 14 seconds into the first period of play on Sunday morning here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. You're tuned into CVCA Livestream's coverage. Tim Nichols with you, along with the CVCA Livestream crew. So the winner of this game will play in the third place game tomorrow. That'll be slotted at the 2 o'clock hour on Monday afternoon. The loser of this contest will play in the fourth place, or really it's the 7-8 game, but it's the 2 fourth place teams from the 2 divisions that are operating and competing in this tournament. That game will take place tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. Power play continues for Normandy. 2-on-1 chance broken up right there. Nice play by the NDCL defense. Galgus takes that puck, skates into the corner, falls down, might have been helped, but no call there. Gets right back up with 1 minute and 27 seconds to go on the penalty time. In front, shot, and a save by Nicholson and a quick whistle. They're going to call it a goal, so it's the third goal. It's a power play goal.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, they wave it off. No goal. All right, so that's the message here from our crew is they believe that that puck was in the net, but the officials waved it off, so no goal is the ultimate result, which is what I first thought. Power play continues. Galgus cross ice. Down low. Sent back up. The Invaders will skate in with it. And it's cleared out by NDCL. Cleared out again, and the Invaders will have to go chase. 32 seconds left on the penalty time. Jason Nicholson collects it. In the box for the Invaders, or rather for NDCL, is number 7 on the roster. They do not have a 7 on the roster they gave us, so they do clear it down again. Dane Galgus will collect. Normandy with a 2-0 lead as we wind down toward the midway part of this first period of play on Sunday morning. Nugent dumps it in low. That's Jacob Nugent. Penalty time expires. Back to even strength, 5-on-5. And it's sent up and out. And here comes an opportunity for the Lions. Skating in and a shot on Nicholson. Save into the corner. Centered. And again, that number 7 takes a big shot. We'll see if we can get a name and to be associated with that jersey number. Hadn't seen number 7 out on the ice so far in this tournament. Into the offensive zone, Cooper Davis has it poke checked right back out. And Galgus will send it in. High shot over the crossbar and over the back wall. Collected by NDCL. Long outlet pass is intercepted. Knocked down, sent back in by Cooper Davis. Davis pokes at it. It's loose on the near side. In front, shot and off the iron. That was Nolan Sandy, who looks up to the heavens and thinks what could have been. Far side pass with some open space. Skating in, a shot goes to the near side corner and out of play. Stoppage with 6:35 to go here in the first period. 2-0 Invaders. Play continues. Into the corner. 6.5 to go first period. Dane Galgus loses the puck. And here comes a chance for NDCL. Hollabaugh into the corner. No one there to get it, though, for the Lions. And an outlet pass is knocked down. It's Kurt Fensel. Skates across the blue line. To his right. Backhands a pass, which does not get to Nolan Sandy, but he'll race over and collect it. Up to Galgus, who'll dump it down low. And there waiting for it is Cooper Davis. Davis in the corner with space. Will send it up to the left point. That's where he finds Ryan Zeborowski, whose shot goes wide and wraps around to the near side, where Galgus will just dump it back down low again. Up top, and Zeborowski can't keep it in. He'll have to chase it now. Cross ice to Galgus. Galgus will send it back in. Davis has it, but has to step out of the zone with it, and they'll reset. Here comes Betcher. Shane Betcher at the left point with a bit of room. Bangs it off the boards, goes back and gets it. Falls down, and it's sent forward toward the goal. Swatted aside by the goaltender, McClellan. McClellan on his knees. He's been on his knees a lot. Young goaltender, taking his lumps in this tournament. Still on his knees at the moment. Tough to play goal when you're not on your skates. Colton Galgus skates in, centers, and the shot is deflected into the rafters off the blade of Betcher. So stoppage with 4:46 to go first period. We're just getting started on day number 3 of the CVCA Christmas tournament. And back underway. They drop the puck. Into the corner. Normandy with the better of it so far. 2 early goals, a 2-0 lead. Big hit on the far sides. Frees up the puck for the Invaders to have another rush. Jacob Nugent into the offensive zone. Winds up, shoots, and he scores. The Invaders get a 3rd goal. This one by Jacob Nugent. 4:24 to go, first period action, and Normandy's up 3-0. We resume play. 4:12 to go, first period. It's sent into the corner on the offensive zone for the Lions. And here comes the Invaders once again. Fensel into the corner, bodied off the puck and knocked down. But collected by Andrew Lane, who tries to send it back down, but it's knocked out to center ice with 3:45 to go, first period. Nick Williams gets a shift, but has it taken away. And into the offensive zone comes Clara Sturger. She'll have it poke checked all the way back, and on it is Nick Davis. With a bit of free ice space, sends it forward, and out it comes, but a pass to no one, and Betcher is in on it. He'll collect it, cross ice, finds the captain, that's Galgus. Galgus has it poke checked away, and the Invaders will clear. An absolutely debilitating hit right there. And off the ice goes Gavin Napton to collect his wherewithal. Betcher for the Invaders up to the point. Kwiatkowski sends one in, and it's covered by McClellan with 2:50 to go. What a hit that was. On the far side, right in front of the Invaders board, the Invaders bench rather. So we'll restart with 2:50 to go. First period. Nugent shot, knocked down and collected by McClellan. And the Invaders fans still filling the arena, cheering on every save by young Nate McClellan, the sophomore. The Lions fans, I'm not sure if I said Lions or Invaders, but it's the NDCL fans nonetheless cheering on McClellan. Puck is sent up to the right point. Kwiatkowski sends it back down. It's taken away by NDCL's Hollabaugh. He heads into the corner to chase after the loose puck, but it's collected by Normandy. Betcher heads up ice, evades Kai Culbertson. Now to his right into the corner, heads behind the net, stops, reverses course, still has it on his stick and finally has it taken away. A bit too much, but he gets it back. Betcher still finally passes, shot wide from the far side. It was Jacob Nugent, I believe, who fired that on its way. Dane Galgus ranges all the way back to collect it behind his own net. Forward ahead, Boscarello can't play the puck. It's sent ahead, and Betcher is on it again. Betcher has it poke checked away. Sent back out to center ice, where Kwiatkowski will dump it right back in down low. The goaltender McClellan misplays it and right into the back of the net. There were 3 NDCL Lions. They all tentatively looked at the puck, and the one who was not tentative whatsoever was Sal Boscarello, who pounced on it and put it into the back of the net for the 4th goal of the first period for the Normandy Invaders. It's 4-0. Time of that goal for Boscarello. 13 minutes and 36 seconds. Minute 24 to go, first period, and Normandy finally getting a breather in this tournament. And they win the faceoff once again. Andrew Lane can't collect it. It's sent forward and dumped in by Patrick O'Brien on goal. Nicholson makes a save into the corner. Ryan Zeborowski tips it forward. Nolan Sandy kicks it forward and it sends it ahead. Andrew Lane collects the loose puck for the Invaders. Final minute of the first period. CVCA Livestream coverage continuing. It's in a big first period for the Normandy Invaders as another shot is stopped by McClellan. In and wide. A second attempt on goal in this most recent flurry. And the Lions will head out. Clara Sturger with pressure from Galgus. Galgus poke checks it away. Joshua Hollabaugh fights in the corner, as does Bryce Golding. In front, backhanded shot. Nicholson with a stop off the pads. Collected on the far side by the Invaders' Cooper Davis. Davis gets company in the corner. And now there are 4 players trying to unleash the puck from the boards with the clock winding down, and it will wind out. The first period comes to a conclusion, and it's been a big first period for the Normandy Invaders. At the end of 1 period of play, it is Normandy 4 and NDCL nothing. It is 4-0 at the first intermission, and we're going to pause and bring up the intermission slide as we try and work out a few of the kinks in our first production of the afternoon. 4-0 between Normandy and NDCL. We'll be back with more coverage in about 8 minutes. Welcome back to CVCA Livestream coverage of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. We're on the day 3 first session. Starting the second period. Normandy leads NDCL 4-0, and you see the shots were 17-3 in that first period, completely controlled by the Invaders, who got on the board early and often. Normandy will go right to left, NDCL left to right. We're hopefully on our end working out some of the kinks and the bugs that we had to start the day. And we're back underway. And here we go. Normandy controls. And it's sent down by NDCL, chasing after it. It's Luke Miller. But Dane Galgus collects the puck and sends it up toward Jacob Nugent. It's knocked back down low. And then sent out to center ice. Shane Betcher sends it into the defensive zone. Up to the point. And sent wide of the goaltender, McClellan. Shot and a score. Another goal for the Normandy Invaders. It looks like that was Nugent who will get the goal. And as you see him, the celebration. Jacob Nugent, and in the back of the net it goes for the 5th goal of the afternoon. Early here, just 43 seconds into the second period of play. And we resume action. Andrew Lane sends it in. More pressure from the Invaders. Loose in front. A save by McClellan. Boscarello can't control that one. It slips out to center ice. Cross ice pass. And back to the near side where Andrew Lane has it. The Lions intercept that pass and just send it on out. Clara Sturger with some forechecking pressure. Far side, Nolan Sandy will take a long shot, and it's gloved down and dropped down by McClellan. Long clearance all the way down to the far side where Nicholson will collect. And an intercepted at center ice. A chance for Luke Miller. He'll shoot. Saved by Nicholson. Miller has an opportunity to try and catch that loose puck, but has it taken away. So one and done on the shot for the Lions. They continue to try and pressure. Some of the rare pressure in this contest so far for NDCL. Around the far side, Nolan Sandy has it come to his skates. Collects it, reverses course, is pinned into the corner, digs it out, and sends a long pass up. Clara Sturger can't keep it in. She'll just dump it in as a delayed offsides is called. And the Lions tag up. Sandy can't control the puck, and it's collected by Goling. Bryce Goling, cross ice, knocked back into the Invaders' offensive corner. 5-0, Normandy out in front. And hopefully we'll see a number of the younger skaters for Normandy over the course of the rest of this matchup, which is well in hand already. Long cross ice pass and a chance. Knocked down and knocked out is the puck. Sandy on the counter, skates in, centering pass is knocked back to the near side boards. He'll chop at it toward Andrew Lane. And here comes NDCL on the breakout. 2-on-1 for the Lions. A shot and a save by Nicholson. Again, that was number 5, Miller. Luke Miller, a senior, and the team captain this year for the NDCL Lions. Shane Betcher gets tripped, and a penalty forthcoming as bodies are falling all over the ice. The Normandy Invaders will go back up on the power play. Two minutes for tripping. Into the box goes Bryce Goling. Normandy had a power play in the first period and scored quickly. Puck is dropped down and they'll control, and they bring out the starters once again. So Nugent Near side has it poked away from Betcher. Knocked out to center ice, and the Invaders clear. Still a minute 45, plenty of time left in this power play as it's brought back in by Nugent. Nugent angles it down to the low corner. Betcher, cross ice, Galgus, and it's sent back, but taken away and sent out down the ice and cleared by Nick Davis. So Nugent will retreat. 11 minutes to go here in the second period. The Invaders lead 5-0. Jacob Nugent. Enters the zone without any type of resistance. Will skate behind the net. Nugent still on his blade. And finally, near side, Betcher sends it down low, looking for Boscarello. Sal Boscarello has the puck, centers in front. Betcher couldn't get a shot off, back to the right point. Galgus near side, Nugent, he'll fire and deflected down low. It's going to be the second goal of the day for Sal Boscarello on the redirect. Boscarello puts the Invaders up 6-0 with 10:19 to go here in the second period, and it'll be running clock time from here on in. NDCL again faces the running clock for the third day in a row. So 6-0 Normandy. And again, as we said a moment ago, with the score pretty much in hand for the Invaders, it'd be a good opportunity for head coach Jim Jackson to lengthen his bench a bit. But Betcher tries to get the zone. It's popped up and he gets it right back. Betcher's going to fire. Saved by McClellan into the corner. Sent up and into the Invaders bench. Out of play. We'll get a restart as the clock winds under 9:35 to go here. Face off in the Invaders offensive zone. Pucks drop down and Normandy controls. Colton Galgus, freshman, skates in front. It's loose and kicked out. Bryce Goling pressuring Dane Galgus, the senior, the elder of the two Galgus brothers that are on this team. Shane Betcher, near side, controls, has it taken away. Luke Miller pulled down, and a penalty coming up on the Invaders as the touch-up happens there. And NDCL will go on the power play. A little bit of a Bronx cheer here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center from the NDCL fans. Dane Galgus booked for tripping at 8:39 to go. So time of the penalty, 6 minutes and 21 seconds of period number 2. We'll see if the Invaders can get one. They got one on Friday against Amherst Steel. They got 2 yesterday. Check that. It was, I think Friday was Kenson 2 yesterday against Amherst Steel. Here's a chance. Knocked down in front. Nick Davis tried to send that in. And Nugent out on the penalty kill. So again, it's the more senior players on this penalty kill for the Normandy Invaders, at least at the defensive side, in the case of Nugent, who will take the puck. Backhanded shot and a nice glove save by McClellan on the shorthanded bid by Jacob Nugent. Big hit on the near side, delivered by Fensel, and a stoppage. It's a contact sport, but at 6-0, that was a hit on Clara Sturger, I believe. She gets up and skates off. Took a hard hit in the boards. And one thing you get whenever you play Normandy is you get a physical contest. And Clara Sturger was on the receiving end of that. She's a senior for NDCL. Meanwhile, the clock continues to run, and the penalty time on Dane Galgus continues to tick off the boards. We wait for the face-off, and there it is. Down to 20 seconds left in the penalty time for Galgus, and the power play opportunity for NDCL. Center ice controlled by Luke Miller, sent forward, but too far for Joshua Hollabaugh, and cleared down the ice with 6 seconds to go in the penalty time. Chipped ahead. Goaling. Far side, Patrick O'Brien. Penalty time expires, back to even strength. Shot in, and Nicholson makes a couple of saves. There's a third attempt. Doesn't get to the goal. Into the corner it goes. Centering pass. Intercepted and sent down the ice by the Invaders. It'll be an icing call against Normandy with about 6:20 to go as the clock continues to run here in period number 2. They get reset in the offensive zone for NDCL, and taking the draw will be Kai Culberson. One back to Normandy. Lane. Long cross-ice pass. He was looking for Nolan Sandy. They'll wave off icing. They said that was deflected and tipped as it went into the zone. So Sandy tries to play the puck in the corner. He'll send it behind the goal to Lane on the near side corner. With room, back on the far side, Sandy says, wait, I'll go right all the way through up to the point to Galgus. He sends it back down low, but it's intercepted. Sent forward. Here comes an opportunity for NDCL, but they can't get the shot off as Galgus rides the NDCL charging player off the puck, but the puck, he just kept going toward the goal, and Jason Nicholson almost misplayed it as you see it right there on the replay. He had to reach behind himself to make sure that puck did not go through the 5-hole. Play continues. 4.5 to go. Normandy in control of this one, 6-0. Delayed offsides against the Invaders, and so NDCL trying to reset. And we're going to try and work our magic during the second intermission. And standing to my left is the head coach of the Worthington Kilbourne Wolves, Coach Revak. Another big hit at center ice. Luke Miller gets up from that one. Saw it coming. Play continues in the corner in a game that has been all Invaders. 4-0 at the end of one. 6-0 now. And here comes Galgus to try and make it 7, but cannot get a final shot off as it's stopped by McClellan. And a goal for NDCL. The Lions are on the board. A long shot, and it fooled the goaltender. And NDCL puts one up. Huge cheers from the NDCL fan section. You're going to watch it right here. It looked like the goal scorer was Luke Miller, number 5, and it's 6-1. So back to conventional timing and scoring now with a 5-goal differential. It's sent down, and Normandy will play the puck. Back to center ice. swept in by the unnamed number 7 for NDCL. As a choppy game has a moment of excitement for the Lions. Sturger back out on the ice. Good to see her back after that big hit she took. Loose puck on the far side. Mario Terrellari is out there. Kept in by Kwiatkowski at the top of the point. Down low, centering pass. Loose in front, still there, and poked out of harm's way and out to neutral ice, where Sal Boscarello, who has 2 goals in the day for young Sal Boscarello. Well, he's not that young. He's a senior, but he's playing for the Invaders. And a couple of goals here, he'll remember this day. Dane Galgus, actually it's Colton Galgus, the freshman, with some good stick handling skills, but finally falls over. May have had some help there. Minute 45 left as Boscarello, cross ice, finds a teammate, and that is Nick Williams. Williams skates in, gets a shot off. It goes wide. He goes flying onto his front side. The game picked up a little bit of pace. Cross ice pass in the direction of Kai Culbertson. The goal scorer over there is Luke Miller chasing after it, but it's taken away by Cooper Davis. Back in the offensive zone, Davis has it swept away by Kai Davis. Rather, Nick Davis. Cooper Davis and Nick Davis, no relation, out on the ice together. Shot, and is it in the back of the net? No signal. It is not. McClellan makes the save, and the clock stops with 59 seconds to go. So final minute here of the second period. And again, stick around. We're going to get a chance to talk to Worthington Kilbourne coach Greg Revac, former star at Chagrin Falls, here with his team competing in the CVCA Christmas tournament for the first time. He'll be our guest at the next intermission. Stoppage there as Nicholson makes a stop with 35 seconds left. 6-1. The Invaders in control. But Luke Miller, the last goal for NDCL to get the Lions on the board in this one. Again, the winner of this game will play in the third place game tomorrow. Loser will end up playing the first game tomorrow. Keep calling it the third place game. We used to have 4 teams in this tournament. Now there are 8 teams. So it is the game at 2 o'clock tomorrow. That is the game that will match up the third place teams from each of the divisions. The loser will play in the game at 11:30 tomorrow in the game that will match up the 4th place teams in the 2 divisions. And I have just been informed that Nicholson is not in goal. It's actually Ryan Zeborowski who's put on the goalie pads and is in the net this period. So, Zeborowski, the new goaltender. Final 10 seconds into the offensive zone. Davis, his shot goes wide. And the clock is going to tick out here. And period number 2, Normandy still in control, 6-1. We're going to pause now for a message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. And we'd love to meet you at CVCA. Visiting our campus will give you a closer look at what CVCA is all about. There's a number of admissions events throughout the year for prospective families. You can sign up for those. Register for an event, a tour, or a shadow experience at cvcaroyals.org/admissions. And if we've got things working, which is always a question here, we'll have head coach Greg Revak. You hear me, Greg?
I can hear you.
Coach, welcome to the Perch here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Welcome back to Northeast Ohio.
Good to be back. It's nice to see some family, especially on the off hours. Pretty fun up here. I forgot how amazing this rink is. The boards, how bouncy they are. It was definitely something I had to talk to the team about.
They are indeed. So, head coach Greg Revak from Worthington Kilbourne with Tim Nichols here at CVCA Livestream. We're at the intermission between Normandy and NDCL. The score is the Invaders 6-1. But Coach, you mentioned good to be back here at home. For those that are watching today, home is Chagrin Falls, correct?
A little bit further east, actually. Played at Kenston High School.
Kenston, I'm sorry.
So,
Coach Fairchild led me astray.
It's still Chagrin Falls. We get the same area code. So when I put it on the envelope, it's Chagrin Falls.
So you're a Kenston bomber at heart.
It's still in there. Yeah.
Did you go to Kenston High School or did you go somewhere else here?
Kenston High School, public school.
But Team Ohio, as I remember.
Actually played, so they had the school team,
yep.
Kenston, then pre-post with the Ohio Prospects.
Yep.
And then at the end of the season, they do like an all-Ohio select, and that was the Team Ohio showcase team. So we'd go and have tryouts with literally kids from all over the state. And that's where Fairchild was coaching. So when I got the job, I had to reach out.
How long ago was that where you were coached by head coach Doug Fairchild, the CVCA head coach?
Yeah, it would have been 2009 and 2010.
So it's a little bit of time or water under the bridge since then.
Yeah, now I've got a kid, so a lot of fun.
So how old's your child?
18 months.
18 months. Congratulations.
Thank you.
18 months, newborn, now toddler,
yep.
And first-year head coach. Although you've been involved in the Worthington Kilbourne program for a number of years now. Is that right?
Yeah, I was with University School up here in Ohio, and we were up in Cleveland area, and moved down there with my wife and started coaching with Kilbourne. She was in fellowship, so I didn't know if we'd be staying in Central Ohio or going elsewhere. So first few years was a perfect opportunity to be under Brian, who's done a phenomenal job. He's brought the program back from on the verge of folding, JV, scheduling, and now we're slowly building. Most of our kids are juniors and less. We've got a class of somewhere between 18 and 26 kids coming in next year, so we'll have a JV program. So
that's fantastic.
It's super exciting.
So you've gone from almost folding to more than a full bench for a regular game in a matter of a handful of years, 3 years or so?
4 or 5 years.
You talked a little bit about the youth program you've got down there at Kilbourne, which is near the Dayton area. Talk about how that has helped your program grow.
Yeah, so everything in Columbus is through the Blue Jackets, so they've got the Blue Jackets Hockey League and the travel programs. There's only 3 of them, really, 4 kind of in town. So mainly it's just tracking all of these kids. We had quite a few kids that were playing away at all these club programs, so just making sure that we were tracking the kids, doing some good programming for them, understanding who's coming, building those relationships. Like we do a ton of fun stuff, and that's where Brian focuses a lot of his time now. And yeah, it's a great program to be part of. Great parents, good system. So we're on the rise, is what I'm saying.
That is great, and you're making the trip north here not once but twice this winter. CVCA Christmas tournament, and we've been telling the folks, I believe you're in the Strongsville tournament over Martin Luther King weekend. Is that correct?
We are, and a funny story with that. So Doug Fairchild, the 2 years that I had played, I was one of a few juniors that also then I'm playing the seniors. There's only 2 of us, myself, and then Lavasser was the last name, who played out of Walsh, and he's actually going to be refereeing our first game in Strongsville.
Is he really? So you've got maybe an in with the Stripes in that, at least the first game at Strongsville.
Yeah, we haven't really kept in contact, but yeah, we at least know each other from a few tournament teams.
It is a small world in the hockey world, and if you don't know somebody, you're going to know him soon, and I'm sure he'll remember you. So
yep.
Talk about your performance of your team here in the CVCA Christmas tournament. You played the host on Friday night. Boy, you guys came out strong in that first period.
Yeah, I keep stats on that. And our first period's by far our strongest. We do really well there. Second, we tend to have a letdown. I think we're -5 on the year. Now -2 after last night, or -3 after last night. So we seem to struggle after we have a great bout. So for us, it's just a matter of making sure we're having an evolution and maturing as a team here, because we have great performances. We just need to maintain that rather than the human condition. You know, you want to kind of like, oh, I'm doing great. Take the foot off the pedal and continue to go forward and keep that pedal to the metal is kind of where we're working on right now.
Well, part of that is it's natural for kids to have a letdown. Hey, they came out, and that was an interesting game on Friday night. The two teams really didn't know much about each other, and I think CVCA came out and was maybe surprised by your team in that first period, and certainly responded the rest of the game. But you did not give up. Yeah, you got too late and almost completed the comeback.
Yeah, we've got some wonderful kids.
Yeah, talk about them. You had a hat trick scored yesterday.
Yeah, we've
Bohemian, I think.
Yeah, we got 4 leading scorers that are all neck and neck within 1 point of each other. So it's really nice to see. We've got Luke Saleko, number 11, a sophomore, first year with us. He's fantastic. I was like, oh, he almost had a hat trick on the 1 shift. I'm like, all right, you got to be off after that. Bohemian's one of our 2 seniors that are currently out here. Our goalie, Andrew Daniels, I mean, he stood on his head yesterday for all the penalties.
He did. It was, if you missed the game yesterday with Worthington Kilbourne, they had an entire line in the box. I'm not sure they all deserved it, but nevertheless, there were 5 there and 2. And one of the unique things here about the Dan Kostel Rec Center is there's 1 penalty box. So it was overflowing. But you survived that and had an outstanding performance yesterday in the victory.
Yeah, super excited with the goal scoring. I think we can still tighten up the back end a little bit, but our kids are really coming a long way. Like I said, we have a relatively young team here, so a lot of kids coming back next year, and we had a massive class, so it's exciting. But yeah, other kids I want to shout out, Palmer Kavecki, number 92.
Yep,
he's
seen
been
him.
Fantastic. He won't be playing today. He's got a hamstring thing he's nursing, so he might come back on tomorrow. But he's been great. And then Ryan Walton, number 8, he's got one heck of a shot. And he's been doing really good on being a little more physical. He was one of those guys who used to just fish with a stick, and he's really come a long way, especially this year, and playing physical. So it's been nice to see the evolution for all these kids growing.
That's good. Well, you know, you don't make a trip north like this for an entire weekend, and let alone 2 trips, without help from a good parent organization. I'm sure you've got people that are supporting you in the Kilbourne program.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Kelly Walton's our president, and she's been around. She had her older son, who's 2 years older. And yeah, the entire Walton family helps out. Bill is fantastic. Doorman, like, knows all the rules, front and center. So we were joking that when we were figuring out the difference between USA and OSHA rules with the referees, there's no and 10s under OSHA and the Federation. So it was fun times there. But yeah, fantastic parents. Couldn't ask for better. Even when I'm asking for them to go over 4 days into a Monday. It's normally a work day. They've always been there.
They've made it work for you. So as we get ready for second period, or rather third period action here, with Normandy leading NDCL at the second intermission 6-1. Tim Nichols with Coach Greg Revac from Worthington Kilbourne. You mentioned you played a lot of hockey here in Northeast Ohio. You mentioned this rink, and then you didn't remember the bounces. What do you remember from playing here at the Garfield Heights Rec Center, or as we call it, the Dan? Kind of enjoyed playing here for the last 4 years. What do you remember from this rink?
Number 1, it has the best slushy machine out of all the local rinks here, so I got to give a shout out.
So I know that the folks that run this place are watching. They watch pretty much every game. So shout out to you guys on the slushy machine.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But no, I remember playing a lot of youth hockey here. Didn't do too much in high school. The pond was our home rink, so played a lot there. But yeah, youth hockey, you always had good battles with Garfield Heights. They were always a little more physical, which is really great in this small, tight barn.
It is a small neutral zone, an actual tight arena. And you mentioned the bounces. We know that every time the puck goes off where the Zamboni comes out, occasionally about once a weekend, it bounces right in front of the goaltender. So
yeah, we had one yesterday when goalie came out, tried to rim it around, and just boom, right back to the front of the net.
It did. The boards here are unique. Coach Jackson from Normandy, we've had him up here in the past, and he remembers this place when it was an open arena.
Wow.
When the sides were not closed in. It's been around for 55, almost 60 years. It's been the home of CVCA since the pandemic. You mentioned the pond was the rink that you grew up in Bainbridge. CVCA used to play at Kent State University Ice Arena, and when the pandemic happened, it closed down, and they opened the doors here for us, and it's been the home of the CVCA Christmas tournament for the last 4 seasons as well. And we're thrilled that you're here. You've got 2 more games. What are you looking forward to?
Just seeing how the kids do. We're going to run all of our kids the rest of the weekend. Always do with these tournament games. Love to see all the young kids step up. So it'll be a fun time. Happy to come up during warm-ups before our game if you want to have us. But I really appreciate it.
Come on back. We'll have you. Coach Greg Revac from Worthington Kilbourne High School. The Kilbourne Wolves competing here this weekend in the CVCA Christmas Tournament. It's great to have you. Good luck the rest of the weekend. We'll talk to you again.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Greg. All right, we're getting ready for third period action, and we'll see how this progresses with the Normandy Invaders leading 6-1. Coach Revac's got to get back and get his team ready, but he'll come up during warm-ups, as he said. We'll be glad to have him on the CVCA Livestream YouTube channel. Back to game action as we get started for period number 3. NDCL will go right to left and Normandy left to right in this third period. And as we look to our left, it is, again, Ryan Zeborowski who is back in goal. Jason Nicholson finally getting some time off. He's the primary goaltender for the Invaders. On the right side, Nate McClellan is ready. Cooper Davis takes the draw and wins it back for the Invaders, and it's sent up to Andrew Lane. Right back to Ryan. And in on goal. Near side, Nolan Sandy. A shot in from Galgus. Deflects to the near side corner. Correction, Leo Fensel in goal, 72. Zeborowski's out on the left point, 77, as Dane Galgus shoots a shot in there. Second shot, another save for McClellan. It's sent up, and there is the aforementioned Ryan Zeborowski on defense. Sent right in front, Nolan Sandy, and he's got a goal wide open from the slot, and Sandy makes it 7-1 Normandy. Here it is. Sandy right there in the slot. McClellan unable to make the stop. And the clock will continue to run now as the differential is back up to 6 goals. 13.5 minutes to go in this contest. They drop the puck back down, and the Invaders win the faceoff, but it is sent down the ice. Icing against NDCL. Luke Miller just knocked it down the length of the playing surface, and we'll resume play in a few moments in the offensive zone of the Normandy Invaders. Great to have Coach Greg Revac up during that second intermission from Worthington Kilbourne, and they are building something strong. We didn't get a chance to talk to him about the Capital Hockey Conference, which is the conference in which Kilbourne plays down in the Columbus and Dayton area. But his Kilbourne team, as the referee goes down and a shot goes into the back of the net, it's another goal. And the Invaders lead 8-1. The concern is for the referee, who got cut down from behind, rubbing that elbow a little bit. And the clock will continue to run down to 12.5 minutes. We'll see if we can get a number on that goal scorer. I was focused on the referee, who got knocked down from behind, and the puck went in the back of the net, so apologies, did not see the goal scorer. Just saw the result of the play, which was the goal in the back of the net. It's 8-1 as NDCL tries to get a shot off. It goes wide. Colton Galgus sends it up, collected by Nick Davis. Davis sends it forward. Patrick O'Brien, a pass, and into the offensive zone goes NDCL. Into the corner, Joshua Hollabaugh. He'll try and center, but Colton Galgus intercepts, and he's on his horse. You can see he's got some skills, if not some size yet. I'm sure he'll grow. The freshman, the long line of Galgus family members who've played and been part of the Normandy Invaders program. Sent up to the point. Kept in and sent back down by Kwiatkowski. But it's taken away, and here comes a counter. Just dumped in by Nick Davis. Sal Boscarello turns it over. A shot knocked down in front. Comes right back, and fanning on it was number 5, Luke Miller. Mario Terrellari sends it around the boards, but it's sent up and out to neutral ice. The captain, Goling, sends it down low. Boscarello turns it over. Shot and a save by Fensel, and a poke check away with a NDCL Lion in his face. It's cleared out. Davis forward. Goling dumps it down low. Dane Galgus is there though, and he'll sweep up the puck and start out the counter for the Invaders. Galgus through the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. He'll dump it and leave it for Nick Williams. Williams can't control, and NDCL sweeps it out to neutral ice, where it's collected now by Justin Segaik. First chance of mentioning Segaik all weekend. Segaik playing for Normandy. Had family members and a goaltender that played for the now defunct Parma program, and Dane Galgus takes a shot from the red line, and it goes into the back of the net. Galgus just shot that toward the goal, and it fooled the goaltender, as you see right there. A long shot from nearly the red line that makes it 9-1. Nine minutes and 14 seconds and counting left in this one. If we get that far, 2 more goals would end it. That was tipped in, so no icing. Galgus still out there. Sent forward. Kurt Fensel sends it in. Centering in front, and swept away by the Lions, who continue to play. Again, as we've seen all weekend, there's no quit in the NDCL Lions. There's just a great challenge. So for the 3rd day in a row, NDCL playing a team in the division well above where they sit in the Greater Cleveland High School Hockey League. A tough tournament for them. They played a red team and 2 white teams in this tournament from the Blue South. The results pretty much as one might expect with those levels of essentially talent mismatch. No fault of their own. Another shot and another save by McClellan. Wraparound chance can't be completed up to the left point. And another shot into the back of the net from the left point. That one is Ryan Zeborowski's goal. It is 10-1. So again, that is not in any way meant to be a slight on the NDCL Lions. They are should be given all kinds of respect for showing up this weekend in a tournament in which they come out of the Blue South and they had to face Amherst Steel from the red, and then Kenston from the white north, and then Normandy, the defending blue Barron Cup champions, who have moved up to the white south this season. They'll get one more shot tomorrow, and it likely will come against Aurora, unless Aurora can win later on today. And Aurora's struggling through their own difficult campaign at 1-11-1. So we'll see what happens tomorrow with these Lions. But again, to their credit and to their great respect, the NDCL Lions have not shied away from the opportunity and the challenge this weekend. And we tip our cap to them. Meanwhile, play continues. It's 10-1. A 9-goal differential. One more goal will end this one. And we'll see if Normandy can finish it off, or if we can get to the end of regulation as a stick goes flying. Andrew Lane, as they say, yard sale. That puck is poked up and out of play. And we'll restart here with under 6.5 to go. And the bench getting longer for the Normandy Invaders. We see Liam Sturgis out for the first time this year to take the face-off, a freshman. The Lions through the neutral zone and into the offensive zone. Poke checked away and on goal, but unable to finish on the corner was O'Brien, I believe. Still loose in front and poke check to the near side. Third attempt goes wide into the corner. That looks like O'Brien up to the right point. Davis sends it back down low. A shot and a save by Fensel. It's loose on the far side and collected by the Invaders and sent up, but not out. NDCL, cross ice pass, centering, and it cannot connect. Terrellari takes a hit, and there is a stoppage. McClellan made another save. We wind down toward 5 minutes to go. They bring the puck all the way into the NDCL offensive zone, so did not see an icing call. Was it icing, gentlemen? It was. It was focused on the hit. The referee leans over and drops the puck down, leans and touches that elbow. He was the one who took the nasty fall about 10 minutes ago. So again, we hope he's all right. Here come the Lions. Long shot and a save by Fensel. That is Kurt Fensel in between the pipes in the second half of this contest. It's sent forward. Dumped in. Centering pass loose in front. Chasing after it is Justin Sagayak. Sagayak cannot collect it. It's taken away by the Lions. 4:13 left. They'll dump it down low. It's onside. Ryan Zeborowski, who had a goal, sends it around. Clara Sturger will center it. Can't get through the traffic, and it's taken out by Dane Galgus. Galgus cross ice pass, far side into the offensive zone, onside, dumped in down low. Sagayak takes a chance. It's wide. Nick Williams down there battling for it, and it's dug out by the Invaders. It's Clara Sturger. She's into the offensive zone with some speed to the far side corner. She'll get ridden off the puck, and both she and Zeborowski fall down. Puck is loose at the point, sent down low, wide of Fensel. Collecting it is Miller. Back down low, the puck trickles to the near side corner. It's sent up and taken away. Here comes a chance. Shot and a save. An opportunity there for Nick Williams. Sagayak with another chance, and a whistle blows. And we've got a penalty being called. A slash. And a power play toward the end of this one coming up for the Normandy Invaders. They book Bryce Goling. And he'll sit for 2 minutes. Clock already running on that penalty with 2:40 to go in the contest. Out to take the draw for the Invaders on the power play is Cooper Davis. He wins it back to Boscarello. A goal for him would end it and give him a hat trick. Undoubtedly the first of his career if he can pull that off. It's sent up and cleared away by NDCL. Ranging back on it to get it is Trent Kwiatkowski. To Davis. Cooper across the red line and brings it in to the offensive zone. He's going to leave it for Nolan Sandy. Sandy dumps it down low. It goes by Davis, actually, and it does. Boscarello. He'll circle. Reverse course. He's got Sandy open, but he's going to go all the way to the blue line and cross ice past the lane at the left point. He'll dump it down low wide. Collected by the NDCL Lions, and a laser beam shot into the bench sends the staff ducking for cover. It's been a rough weekend for the Lions. It almost just got a lot worse. But no shrapnel from that one, from the back wall behind the bench of the Lions here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Penalty time ticking down with the running clock down to 25 seconds. Final minute and 15 of this contest. Here's a chance and a save by the goaltender McClellan on Colton Galgus. In time for one more face-off at least in what is going to be the first win of the weekend for the Normandy Invaders. It will be their 9th win of the season against 7 losses and a tie. NDCL will drop to 4-9-1 at the end of this one. And whistle is blown. The clock continues to run. And the referee he will not let the play continue or the penalty expire under a stoppage. Shot is in, loose in front and swept out of harm's way with 20 seconds left. So that was the issue there. Here's a final shot knocked down. And NDCL will try and clear with 15 seconds to go. Long shot down ice. They wave off the icing, and that will pretty much do it on this one. The Normandy Invaders are going to win in a full-term regulation contest with a running clock by a score of 10-1. The Invaders victorious today. A big victory, breaking the 2-game losing streak. The NDCL Lions will have one more chance here in the CVCA Christmas tournament tomorrow. We will have another chance with our next contest coming up at 2 o'clock. Zach, if you can bring up the schedule. There it is. Kenston and, today, Aurora and Kilbourne. Coach Greg Revac will be back with his squad to take on the Aurora Greenmen here at 2 o'clock, where you can tune back into the CVCA Livestream YouTube channel. For now, we're going to log off here. Once again, the final score today, Normandy 10, NDCL 1. It's been our pleasure talking to you this afternoon. 3 more games to go today. Aurora, Kilbourne up next. The big one between Amherst and Kenston at 5 o'clock, and the Royals in action tonight against Avon. For the CVCA Livestream crew, so long for about an hour. We'll be back at 2 o'clock with the next game.